Hey, friends. Rob Phoenix, Powwow Guy, with the weekly Powwow update from Sunday, June 18th through Saturday, June 24th. It's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. We had a good day. Bill and Josani and myself spent the morning together, did a little shopping and such. It was nice. Josani got me this t-shirt. Uh, so that's that. So this is an exciting week coming up. Tomorrow, the 19th, is Juneteenth, which, of course, is to acknowledge the ending of slavery in the United States. That here in Pennsylvania, it's a state holiday. I'm not sure if it is all over the country, but I believe it should be. I also get to meet a powwow friend tomorrow for brunch, so I'm looking forward to that. The 20th is mine and Bill's 8th wedding anniversary, so that's really exciting. The 21st is, of course, the summer solstice, which is my favorite holiday, like during the warmer months, just because it's the longest day of the year. Then Thursday and Friday are what they are. Then Saturday is officially Phoenix Day, which is a kind of a family holiday that we created to celebrate the adoption of our son, our wedding anniversary, all of these like cool things that happen in the month of June. So we have some of our friends over, family, whatever. So anyway, that's this coming Saturday, the 24th. The weather this coming week here in South Central Pennsylvania is going to be a mixed, sort of a mix, because we're getting into more higher temps, like in the 80s and 90s. And so as it gets more hot and humid, that increases the risk for thunderstorms. So I'm hoping Saturday is a nice day. We've never had a washout yet, but it's possible, and that's okay. We'll just move the party indoors. There won't be that many of us here. Astrologically, we have this week the moon in the signs of Cancer and then Leo. So it's an interesting week too. I've taught this many times, but in the powwow tradition, we have what I call the water and fire ritual. It's a good one for removing general bad things from people, but most often used in like curse removal. And it calls on the astrological powers of water and fire, which of course mean the water of baptism and the fire of the Holy Spirit. But we have that sort of like Cancer and Leo are the water and fire. So it'd be a good week to do that. It's the one, if you're not familiar, it's Disvasser und Disvier. Disvasser und Disvier, Disvasser und Disvier. So it's the water and fire, the water and fire, the water and fire. Anyway, I talk about that elsewhere. So that's what's coming up astrologically. We are in the building moon because it's also the new moon. There's just like a lot happening this week. It's pretty exciting. So I hope everybody's having a great Father's Day. And I wish you all the best upcoming week. And let's see what's next. Hey, friends. This week I want to talk, since we're talking about water and fire, I want to talk a little bit about water dowsing. Water dowsing is the means by which you find water using a dowsing rod or stick, forked branch. The water dowsing was like in the old days. That's basically how they found water. There was nothing religious or magical about it. It just is what it was. It's how people found water. And there's a way to hold it. Some believe you hold it this way with the point down with your hands like this. Others might hold it this way. There are a lot of variations on that. And the idea is, as you're walking around a plot of land or whatever, it's as it locates the source of water, it drags down. So the practice, of course, was all over Europe and brought to the United States. And then naturally, like with everything, the Catholic Church decided that they didn't like it, that it was evil. So the people were still going to do it, but so they created all these sort of elaborate church rituals and prayers and such to do in order to activate the dowsing rod. It even became known as water witching, as a negative, slur against it here in the United States. But anyway, so that's why you'll find in all the old powwow books, in order to make a dowsing rod, there's weird instructions like it has to be cut on a Christmas Eve in the name of the Holy Trinity. It has to be blessed in the name of Michael the Archangel. that sort of thing. There are various types of dowsing rods depending on what you're looking for. You could look for silver, gold, iron, whatever. So various different trees would be used. This is birch, a type of birch that grows just behind the garage. And I like birch because, to me, birch, I associate birch with water, just because if you cut a certain type of branch off the birch tree at a certain angle, it stores a lot of water. So you'll get that birch water that's used for like astringent and antiseptic properties and such. So this is a birch branch. You know, I was taught to hold it like this and bring it down. Now, I've never really ever put it to the test, just because, I don't want to go walking around the yard and then digging up a hole and seeing what happens. And our property is pretty much already dug up everywhere. So anyway, if anybody has any experience with it, I'd love to hear it. Now, I'm fussing with mine with my knife, cutting off knots and such. You don't need to do any of that. I'm just doing it for something to do. I like whittling with the knife, but so anyway, try it out. Anybody can do it. It's believed that anybody can do it with enough patience and practice and trial and error. You don't need to will anything into it. You can say a prayer if you want, if you feel like that will help you, but just like trust it and let it go. And it's believed that it will noticeably pull downward where there is a source of water. So anyway, give it a shot. Let me know if it works for you. So I don't think anything is more recognizably Pennsylvania Dutch than hex signs. As I've discussed many times, I love the hex signs. They're just such a great representation of Pennsylvania Dutch folk art. They have become a part of the powwow tradition over the years, simply because they've been given like all these cool talismanic meanings and properties and such, and I really like that. I have hex signs all over the property, outside and inside. One of the favorites, I guess you could say, of mine are I like protective things. I like to make sure my family is protected, my property and pets are protected. But one of the symbols within Pennsylvania Dutch culture of protection is the rooster. The rooster seems like just a cutesy kind of folksy art, but it actually represents courage, strength, and protection from all kinds of things. So I got this hex sign. This is a real basic hex sign done. The artist did not really get too involved with it, but it's just a basic rooster, basic sign for protection. So this is metal, so I can hang this outside. But if you want to incorporate some Pennsylvania Dutch folk art into your decor and such with, and also add an element of protection, the rooster is a good way to go.